Power to the truth. It's Wacky Wednesday. This is the Philosopher's Corner. We are with my amigo Mike K. Gallo Rooster, and he's just going to expound on.
I'm going to expound on
education, whatever comes up. Go for it.
Well, hi everybody. This is Mike Rooster Cock-a-doodle-doo again. So many things, so little time, if you believe in time. He and I talk a lot, like every other day, and we were wondering what to come up with topic-wise here. He was saying education, but before that, when we first tried to make this video, I just said on the fly, because I think that's where we operate the best. Is just when it's almost like a challenge to think about whatever may have influenced us, or it could be a YouTube video or something, some kind of work that somebody wrote on a topic, whatever. And because I like to learn new things every day, part of my process to grow is challenging my own thought processes. I can't be influenced, and I will not let any one source influence me, so I'm like all over the map. Cosmology, consciousness, religion, philosophy, psychiatry, politics. It doesn't matter. I mean, just go over the whole map, because I feel like it is important to my overall consciousness, not in relating to others, and finding the fallacy or the untruths in things, and some really fundamental things. As we were talking about, Pete and I, about what do people all over the world really want, or what do they need? And it's just to survive. And he's had this platform for a long time about food, clothing, housing, medical care, free medical care, and decent education. When you think about it, those things essentially have nothing to do with religion or race or politics or any of that, and yet it's kind of interdispersed throughout all of it. The problem is it's being controlled by fanatic psychotics at the top of the pyramid, and it's been something that has gone more and more against us. And the videos that I told him I saw were some Israeli soldiers, I think, who defected or were in the process. And this one guy that I posted, Yehuda, I can't remember his last name, but he was kind of sponsored by a Jewish lady that was maybe 70, really nice lady. And in the introduction, she talked about how she would never go back to Israel again because it's disgusting over there, the way the Zionists totally screwed up the country, the region, and in a lot of aspects, even the world. Anyway, Yehuda talked. There's one guy, I can't remember a lot of names because I've been through so much of this, but another guy's father, I think, was a general. He's been touring around the United States. And then, some other younger people, a lady named Dolan. A lot of this is kind of loosely registered under breaking the silence. And there's a lot of merit there, because if you've got people in your own country that you call a democracy and they're saying, no, it ain't, duh. But with all my kind of mind travels and reading and watching videos, and even people I've talked to, representation of people on this planet are those who care for themselves and others. Okay, they're humanitarians. And there's a lot more of them now that are going out of their way to help out people that are really suffering a lot worse than others. And the conclusion I came to was any major government, therefore, is misrepresenting what we're really about. And the way they control all this crap is obviously through mainstream media. They'll do it through drugs. They'll do it through psychotherapy. They do it through school. They do it through religion, because this is all old dogmatic crap, which isn't even true. We were never separate. We've always been unified, but the whole idea of Satan, if you want to say, is to divide and conquer. So they've been dividing people by races and genders and whatever I said before, so many things. And then you get divided by religions, by cultures, by countries, even in each country, by provinces or states. It's like a constant division, to the point where quite a while back it got into us being divided in our own minds. So if we're not always doubting and in fear and have anxiety and can't sleep and depressed and can't eat, and we're not following some really fundamental things like exercise and water and sleep and good food. But see, the elites have been making sure we don't get good food. If you got Monsanto GMO-based food, you're literally eating poison. If you drink public water, you're drinking water with heavy metals and fecal remains in them and medical waste. And look it up on the internet. I did a long time ago. You wouldn't believe what's in public water around the country. Then you go into the air with the chemtrails. Oh, those are just clouds, or their jets are letting off steam. Bullshit. There's chemicals in there like aluminum and barium which lower people's immune systems. So if that works in tandem with bad food, bad water, whatever, not hard to figure that out. And then they wanted to ban people growing their own food. Why? It's kind of obvious. Anyway, the group of people that are humanitarians is far more overwhelming in humanity than these idiots that are trying to obsessively control everything. We just have to more and more wake up. And when I say wake up, if you see something that, even though you think it's not true, look into it anyway. Talk to people you don't understand. Try to challenge a fear every day. Read. Talk to people. I don't care. Talk to somebody of a different race, different color, different religion. Let me tell you something. It ain't going to kill you. And what I found out is most people are, like I said, they're friendly, they're open to talking. Even if you don't agree 100%, there's not like this argument. We don't start wars over it. That's for people at the top, because they want to control everything. And for them, enough is never enough. For me, and hopefully for more and more people, basic stuff is all you need. Ever since I had gotten my children back quite a while back, when we moved, I downgraded every time. I got rid of stuff. Now I just have basic things. And you know what? That's all I need. I'm comfortable. For the most part, I'm happy. I could use some more space, but but the point is this. We don't need a lot to survive. Even Warren Buffett said that. How much does a man need to survive? The guy has a regular American car, a small house, lives with his wife, and he's right. We don't need a lot to survive, except for what Pete had been talking about. Food, clothing, housing, free medical care, and decent education. When I say education, I don't mean from the schools, because all they've been doing is lying to people. All that's been manufactured by the elite to make the elite look good. But the funny thing is, the truth always has this way of coming out. And in the last 10, 15, 20 years, all the way from George Carlin to, even before that, Martin Luther King and the Kennedys, and the truth has been coming out. Now is the time for our time, to seize these opportunities, look at the bigger picture, and educate ourselves more fully. And when we find out who we really are and where we came from and all that, we realize that love's the only answer. Caring for others. Because the returns are, I'm telling you, I've experienced this, the returns are freaking immense. And I don't really go into it expecting stuff back, but literally everything in my room now, I'd say maybe 85-90%, was given to me. And I like it. And I'm comfortable with it. That's because I helped other people along the way in my journey. And if we don't do that, and we're constantly fighting those kinds of things, we don't get anywhere. It's just more struggle in our own minds. So, I'm just telling you, chill out, take care of yourself first, but then pour yourself out to others. Open yourself up. Nobody's going to kill you. Nobody's going to try and starve you to death. All that stuff you see in the media is bullshit anyway. That's not the way things really are. We are who we are. We are connected. We always have been. Don't let some idiot or system tell you that you're separate from everything else, because you're not. You never were. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Amen. Well, it's rainy outside. Guess we'll round up, and hopefully we'll get more people here next Wednesday.
Yeah.
We have a meetup online, so we can connect with more people.
Yeah, hook up with the meetup and come on out, because I know there's more of y'all out there. Don't be afraid now. Yeah.
Power to the truth.